paper. I am Brianna, and I am playing along with Christy's Beautiful Life in her 30 Days of Sketches. Today's sketch is creative exclusively for Christy's 30 Days of Sketches by Rebecca Vrbanac, and I will have the sketch up above, and her and I'm not sure if it's on Instagram or on YouTube, but she's BECS Creations. So BECSCREATIONS 87, and I will have that all listed below. So you can see we have 4x4 pictures. These are of my daughter Jillian, my oldest. She is engaged to Nick, and they were golfing. I have a couple either black or white background papers. I have very little, it's either grass photo or this, and I don't think I'm going to use this. It doesn't have anything on the back. And the issue is that if this gets turned on its side, it's going to, or upside down, it's going to look a little funny. So what I'm going to do instead is reach into my scraps, and this is my green scraps, and I'm going to reach into here and just, you can see there's green pattern paper and stuff. I'm going to find some of these. So let's get scrapping. So this was at a hotel I was at, and I had a little moment to record this video, so that's why it might look a little bit different than usual. I do have these stickers. They are Karen Foster design, and I don't think I've had them this long. I think I got them at a scrapbook store, but they don't have a date on them, and I don't know, does Karen Foster design make stickers anymore? Let me know down below. So I kind of shuffle through different papers, and I come up with this. Even though it has words on, I was a little bit leery about using it, and I cut them all 6x6. Now looking at it, I knew they were 4x4. You can see those squares are the same size as the squares of the 4x4 photos. I don't know what I was thinking. It was late at night. I was tired. I'm blaming it on that. So I go ahead and cut the scrap paper down to 6x6, and then end up trimming it to 4x4. And funny enough, the papers that I picked had to be big enough to be 6x6, or I wasn't going to pick them. But anyway, it all works out in the end. I'll still have some bumps along the way. You'll see that. I've picked out 3 different greens there, and then I do go with the grass. Everything really came out together quickly with this. This will be a very simple layout, which is kind of my style. If you've been watching me, you will know. I like a good simple layout. It probably could have used some splatters or something, but because I was at the hotel, I hadn't brought any splatters or anything like that along with me. I did bring more green embellishments, which I did not open that at all. I just used the golf stickers. And then it might be here that I decide did I just trim that down to 4x4? And so I figured it out, so I'm going to lay the first one out, but first I'm going to trim my photos. And those are going to be to the 4x4 size. And again, I'm sorry I'm off camera, but I always trim less off rather than more, and you'll see me going back and forth each side of the photo so that I'm not taking off anything important. You'll see that with this picture of Jillian right here. I know I can trim off a little bit of the hat. Don't want to trim off too much. But when I get down to her neck, I was like, okay, you can't take off her face. So then you leave a little bit, and then you take off more of the hat, and it turns out okay. These golf stickers are Paper Studio, and I don't know that I've had them that long, but I've had them long enough that the stickiness comes off of them. So I kind of lay out the pictures, kind of getting an idea where they're going to go. Then I take these that I've cut into triangles, lay them out. Again, these are the ones with words, so I'm like trying to figure out where do they go that they don't look so upside downish actually. And right here, I'll figure out in a little bit. These, I think there were 3 of each square, 3 triangles each. that were on here. So there's like 3 blue, 3 aqua, 3 purple. And I did not do that. But that's okay. It still all works out. So I'm getting 2 of each one. And then when I get to the end, I figure out, I need 2 more. And when I'm trying to lay them out, no, I've got the grass. That's what it is. I still have the grass to lay out. But I'm trying to spread them out like they do in the picture, and I can't get them spread out like they do in the picture because in the picture there's 3 triangles, not just 2. Again, if you're not looking at the sketch, you're never going to know that. If I hadn't pointed it out to you, you might not care. Although when I do spread them around in a minute, I will just, when I'm doing the voiceover, I'm like, why do I have the 2 light greens up on top? Why do I have the 2 dark greens on the bottom? At the time, it looked pretty darn good to me, and I'm going to go with that now. And actually, when you get the photos over the top, who's going to care? But again, this is something that I have to stare at and look at, and I can't be random. That's one of my faults. I can't be random. I have to be like a organized random, which isn't random, if you know what I mean. And if you know what I mean, you really know what I mean. So, thank you for hanging out with me and being not completely random with me. So then I'm going to go ahead and glue them down, and looking at the photo, or looking at the layout, they are kind of hugging the outside edges on each one. And we know that the photos are going to go on the inside, so we don't care what the inside looks like necessarily. So that's what I'm doing. I'm getting them as close to the bottom and close to the right as possible with the right corner, and the left corner gets to the bottom and the left as possible, and the upper corner to the left goes to the left and upper part as close as possible, and then we cover our messes in the middle. And that's the way we do it, because I said so. Because I'm traveling, I have my little tape runner there, and I don't bring my big ATG, which works just fine for travel. And so then I put the pictures back up there, kind of knowing where I want them, and then I get perplexed because there's 2 white spots on either side of my photo. And I try to put the Jillian's picture on the bottom to the left, and trying to put Jillian's photo on the bottom to the right. And then in the end, I put it in the middle, knowing that I have clusters that I could go on either side. Oh, look. Oh, wait, there we go. Either side of that picture on the bottom. So it is all good. And just glue, again, once I get those things down in the right spot, they are not going anywhere, so I'm not going to pick them up to glue them. They get glued down while they're laying down. Those are the stickers that I was talking about that don't have stick on them, and you'll see what I mean in a second when I pull it off and the sticker stays to the sticker sheet. And I think next I have to pick up my paper because I can't find my stickers. Oh, there they are. I like these stickers, and I guess I like the color. It worked out really well for me. Right away, I know those golfers, oh my gosh, they tuck in so nicely below, or next on each side of the bottom. Actually not. On the side of the photos, they just tuck in so nicely. And I know I want a couple golf balls on there. So I trim that out. That goes on top with the tees, as in golf tees, not that I'm going to tease somebody. I have a couple different things for like a title, and so that one says so many greens, so little time, but I moved that one away, and instead of take a swing goes kind of placed on the left right now. And here I'm making sure my clusters are in the right spot, and placing those golf balls around, and then I'm gonna go ahead and glue everything down. And then I realize my stickers are old and they no longer, so I just peeled it right off. Whoop. And on that one, I'm going to use some adhesive. And I don't know why I didn't use a bigger golf ball, honestly, underneath those sunglasses. I'm going to blame it on I was tired that night, because and then I struggled with how do you put the glasses on top of the ball. But really what I was thinking here is I don't want it to look like a nose sticking out of the glasses, so I scooted it off to the right a little bit. So I didn't want it to look like a nose in case it looks like a nose. It's not. I placed the green person on the left side, and then I put a little, the second sticker I do manage to get off with the sticky on. I was a little sneaky that way. So I layer those golf tees along with the ball, stick the ball under the golfer, and what's next then? Okay, and then the I get the ball out because that goes over the hole in the paper, and then I put the title down, and then I realize, there's 2 more clusters that I haven't even done yet. There's one in the bottom right and the one in the top left. So what do I got left? Well, I've got more golf balls, and I have this thing that says tea time, so that looks like a good cluster up there. And I have one more little wordy bit that says so many greens, so little time. That's going to go down there with another golf ball, which I finagle the adhesive along with me. And I think that is about it. You guys, thank you so much for sticking with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Look below for everybody that's playing along. Have a fabulous day, and I'll see you again soon for another video.